Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to episode 10, season 2 of the Prosperous Yogini podcast. There were too many numbers because this is part 2 of my 3-part series. Energy is everything. And the reason why I'm doing this, let me direct your attention to the waitlist. I'm like pointing if you're watching on YouTube, there's not actually a link, but on the 23rd of September, my 46th birthday, the doors to my new program are opening. Energy, Mindset, Money and More. It's a 10-week online group program, and it literally, it's like, I'm just going to go and just say it's the business course you've been waiting for. I, of course, will be giving you incredible, I'm going to say epic business advice, including my social media 7-day content strategy, advice on how to create those multiple streams of income and building out an offer suite, how to set and raise your prices, how to market yourself, how to sell, how to step into your unique gifts, how to honor yourself as a service-based business, as the product in your business. If you've listened to last week's episode, it ain't just all about me. I have got 3 incredible co-teachers, co-tutors. Vinny's coming in to do human design, and it's a relationship to money. You haven't done that one before, and you need to do that. I cannot wait for that. I need to hear that one. And then Victoria Lee's coming in to do the vibration of your voice, how to find your true voice, your unique voice, how to use your voice, because ultimately energy is everything. And the reason why we do need to show our face, and we do need to use our voice, and we do need to show up on video, that's about today's episode, guys, because energetically we need to say, hey, do you like me? Do you energetically vibe with me? And Vic is all about doing it your way, so you attract those that say yes, repel those that say no. More on that in a moment. And Vic is also a sound healing coach, and she's going to be using sound healing to help reset your nervous systems, the power of vibration. We're all up for that, eh? And then finally, I've got the gorgeous Helen coming in and doing breath work. She's a hypnotherapist. She has, if you can stay awake, like the challenge in Helen's session is, can we stay awake? She has the most gorgeous voice. She came into the mentorship program I have for yoga teachers a couple of months ago and did a breath work mindset session with them. we all keep going back and doing the replay, and everyone's like, has anyone managed to stay awake for the whole session yet? She's got this beautiful voice, and she uses her voice to help share like easy, actionable mindset and breath work hacks, like this energy. What I'm talking about, your nervous system, got to do all this stuff. Like, what's so wonderful about the human energy system, the human body, it is so self-regulating. It can so quickly regulate itself and realign itself given the right tools, given the right conditions. Anyway, I always reward my waitlist wonders. As I said last week, this course has been written with you guys in mind. So particularly if you're one of the regular listeners to this course, you need to get yourself on that waitlist. Okay, this course is for you. And like I said last week, I am so grateful to all of you. Like, we've gone past 10,000 downloads now. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Please keep sharing, please keep reviewing. I will be here every week, as sharing for free my experiences of being a female service-based entrepreneur, because I want a world where every woman is shining their light and thriving. I know when we live in a world when the balance of money between men and women is more even, I know that is going to be a better world, and I'm just here for it. It's already done. Okay, these are just the steps towards it. Okay, so I'm the free stuff I know is great. I've quite a few podcasts that I listen to regularly myself, but I also know that the real change and transformation happens. You take the action you need to take, even though it's not always easy, when you exchange the energy of money, when you commit, when you commit to working with me and my gorgeous co-teachers, my projector buddies, as I'm going to be always calling them, because I'm the generator and they're projectors in terms of human design. When you commit, and there's going to be a payment plan, but when you commit to working more deeply on this stuff and having me in your team on your side for 10 weeks, just join the waitlist, because we're going to go to 2025 and be like, yeah, we are ready for you. All right, so today's episode is, as I've already alluded to, talking a little bit about the work that Vic is going to be doing more deeply on the course itself, on the program itself, is marketing, the energy of marketing. So like, if I was to say to you guys, what's your marketing strategy? Or okay, or better still, because you're like, probably like, I haven't got a marketing strategy, Amy, and you like I can give you a strategy. Do you know that word strategy is really interesting? Because what is a strategy? It's a set of steps, it's a plan, right? And we all need some form of plan, right? It's a bit like if we go to yoga and you're like, there's an asana and we have alignment, right? Well, what does that mean? Well, it's the plan, it's the guide into the shape you want to make. But what do we say? Well, alignment is unique to that body. So that alignment on that body is going to look different to the alignment on another body. A strategy is a plan, okay? But how you relate to that strategy and how you use that strategy is completely unique to you. The problem we have is like, well, I must stick to this, and if I stick to this, I'm guaranteed results. I stick to it, it's not energetically aligned with me. I get frustrated, stuck, tell myself I'm crap, I'm shit, I'm not meant to do this because this strategy doesn't work for me. It just leaves me fed up. Excuse my language. How can this strategy work for everyone else? Why are they working for me? Energetically off, sweetheart. That's all it is. There's nothing wrong with you. Maybe that strategy worked for that person, maybe it works for other people, maybe you need to adapt the strategy, or maybe you just need to do something else. What are you being called to do? Get out of action mode, go back into feminine intuition guidance mode. Listen to this, okay? Don't stay there though. You can't stay in the quiet feeling mode. Get the guidance, take the guidance, and then take the action. That is how you manifest. This is how business needs to be done. I am here to bridge the gap between the strategy dudes and the manifesting guys, okay? I'm here to say it's both. It's a dance between the masculine and the feminine. It's the union, to use a yogic term, it's the union between the masculine and feminine. And as a human being, as an energy being, I'm moving between the two. And sometimes, because I'm human, I get stuck in the overdoing. I get stuck in the action. I get stuck in the inaction. Okay, I get stuck in the wrong action. Well, all of that is a gift, okay, as long as I use that to recognize and then go back into, okay, let's just stop, we're lost. Let's get the map out, the sat nav's not working, there's no 4G 5G, just stop. Hammer time. Let's stop. Let's take a breath. Let's go and get a cup of tea. Let's come find out where we are, right? Let's get quiet and let's see what our next steps are. Let's receive the guidance. Let's calm down. Let's calm the nervous system down. Let's calm the brain waves down so we can think more clearly and then take the next steps. This is how you do it. I feel like this is how you do it. This is how you do it. And it is not spoken about enough because people want you to buy their strategy, okay? And manifestors want you to sit in the feeling and the vibration of like feeling. And I'm very much, you do have to use your imagination. You have to imagine it's possible. You have to believe it's possible. You have to know that you're on your own path, on your own timeline, and if you stay in persistent, consistent action in the direction of your dreams, okay, that you will call in what it is you want to call in. As long as you energetically want to call it in, as long as it's energetically aligned with you, because a lot of the time we're like, well, I'm meant to do this, I should do this is what I should do, okay? And actually I don't really want to, but that's what everyone else is doing, so I try and call that in and it doesn't happen for me. Why? I've got my hands on the hips at the moment, because it's energetically misaligned. Energy is everything. Marketing. Oh. So marketing simply is, and that's again, marketing strategy. So I meant to ask you a question, so I just remembered. So if you're like, what's your marketing strategy? And it's tumbleweed. I was like, okay, how confident do you feel about marketing? So let me just clarify what marketing is, right? Because it's one of these buzzwords, there to freak us out, make us believe it's hard, make us believe that we have to pay someone to do our marketing for us, or pay someone lots of money to show us how to, have a marketing strategy. And marketing simply is energetically putting yourself out there so other energy beings, aka human beings, can find you. So that attraction, you've got to energetically put yourself out there. And energy, because we're now talking about the unseen, that ripple effect, the energy ripples out, and you have to put it out and wait for people to find you. And sometimes it takes longer than you want or expect. Okay. Marketing is energetically putting yourself out there. So when another energy being, aka human, comes across you, they can go, yep, I energetically vibe with you, or nope, I energetically don't vibe with you. That is it. That is it. Marketing is literally putting yourself out there saying, hi, this is me. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is what I believe. This is what I stand for. This is how I can help you. Okay. That's it. And the last phase of that is, do you want it? And that's selling. Okay. We'll talk about selling next week. But the challenge with that is putting yourself out there so people can make a decision. And like, literally, we're not going around our everyday life going, right, I need to today wake up and look at who I don't like and look at who I do like. Like, none of us do that. None of us scroll through Instagram with that specific goal of like, wow, I'm going to have a scroll through Instagram and I'm going to find the people I like and, make horrible comments on the people I don't like. Like, that is not what it is. But we have a subconscious, like, this, right? Think about your friends, like, you've energetically attracted to them. There was an energetic match. You agreed that you got on and there was an energetic connection and that you were going to hang out more. And then I bet you've met people where you've gone, God, that person drove me mad. Oh my God, I don't want to meet that person again. That person didn't make me feel good. Whether that was cross, angry, frustrated, energetically drained. Yeah. Okay. There's an energy mismatch. It's not that that person's a bad person. It's not that you're a bad person for feeling like that about that person. It's just energetically things are off. And we energetically, as these energy beings, these energy systems, we're not meant to like energetically match everyone. But we are looking for, on a subconscious level, on an energy level, in the quantum field, we are looking for frequencies, vibrations that we feel aligned to. And if you are not putting yourself out there, like if you've got a business, right, and you're like, well, no, I just teach one yoga class a week, I just teach one Pilates class a week, I'm only massaging, I've got a couple of massage clients, I don't care. Right? If you've got a business, whether it is like a couple of hours a week, a small side hustle, is your part-time job or your full-time job, or perhaps it's your side hustle, your part-time job, and you'd like it to be a full-time job, I don't care, right? If you've got a business, right, where you are selling your services, you are the product, go back to last week's episode, right? You have to put yourself out there, which is why it was really easy for Jimmy's Iced Coffee, right? Because he could put his coffee out there. Actually, what really helped him sell it was the fact that he was Jimmy and he had a persona. He actually wasn't putting the real Jimmy out. Whereas the challenge that we have when we're putting our services out there, when we're putting ourselves out there, we do have to be like authentic in our marketing. We do have to put our true selves out there, because if we don't, if we're pretending to be something we're not, I'm telling you now, that energy carries through copy on your website, it carries through your posts on Instagram. It carries through those human conversations you have. Like, you have to be yourself. You have to be okay with the no's. You have to be okay with people unfollowing you. You have to be okay with people saying, no, that's not for me, thank you. You have to be okay with people trying your services and not coming back because it wasn't for them. Because the more people you repel, the more people you attract. You attract your tribe. If you think of marketing, let's change the word marketing to magnet. Oh, I love this. Okay, so what's my magnet strategy? Oh, I feel a lot better about this now. So that means I am the magnet. So you as a service, you are the magnet, and I stick my magnet out into the world. And what is going to come and stick onto my magnet is everyone who is blessed to work with me. And they're your tribe. You can call them dream clients, ideal clients. They're your tribe of people. They are your, your super fans that love what you do and buy everything and anything you put out. And we put in our endeavors, in our marketing endeavors, we are putting the magnet of us out there in order to attract. And if you're not, yeah, all right, you're sheltering yourself from the rejection, from the no's, from feeling like you're shouting into a void and nobody's buying anything yet. Okay, you are sheltering yourself from all of that. Okay, but you're also not attracting your tribe. So in terms of marketing is just talking to people, and we'll all like to talk to people in different ways. It absolutely can feel like an extrovert world, especially in social media. And this is where human design is also really useful, because there is a difference in how, like, generators and projectors, for example, how their relationship with social media. And you just need to, there is a podcast episode, Vinny, talking about human design. And if you sign up to the Energy, Mindset, Money and More, we'll be diving much more into this in the program itself, because you're going to be invited to work with your energy, your unique system, not against it. But I think, like, in terms of, like, just parking human design aside for a moment, in terms of marketing, it can be really hard to know, because I'm like, listen, don't do anything that doesn't light you up. Don't do anything that fuels you with frustration. Don't do anything you don't want to do, right? But are you right now like, I can't bear to show my face. I just can't bear to do it. I can't stand the sound of my voice. I can't bring myself to go and put a flyer, go into the shop and ask them to put up a flyer. I can't, and I'm like, you're completely unseen. I've got someone who's on my expansion program, and actually she's done really well. She's got a yoga business. You cannot find her anywhere. I don't know how she's got a yoga business. She's an incredibly good teacher. So energetically, some people have just found her. But obviously her business is quite small because she's not on social media. She doesn't have a website. She hasn't ever put a flyer up, and she'd like to grow her business. And one of the thing that has stopped her from growing this business is this huge fear of showing her face, of being visible, of putting myself out there, and what will people think, and particularly if, like, what will my friends and family think? And if I put myself out there and it fails, right? Why, if I fail, everyone publicly sees if I fail. Like, first of all, with your marketing endeavors, I want you to think that you're just putting 5% of yourself out there. You've got to be your true authentic self, but you do not have to share energetically everything about you. It's a 5%. You've got to practice. It's a practice. It's like, for those of you that practice yoga, imagine standing on your yoga mat as a beginner saying, I want to know the full primary series now. We would say to that person, okay, let's start with sun salutation. Hey, this is going to take some time. With your marketing, it is a practice. The more you get used to showing your face, the more you'll show your face, the more you'll realize that most people don't see your posts on social media, and people love it when you show your face. And if you've got people that say nasty things or anything like that, there's a magical thing, right, called block. Just block them. I mean, I've not had that, but I've had one person on my mentorship program have someone do something not very nice on Instagram, and we blocked her and we piled into her social media and we just love bombed her. And people need to see who you are, because a picture speaks 1,000 words. So like, I work with women of all ages. I have some men join my training programs 100%, but predominantly I work with females over the age of 35, more so over the age of 40. Why do you think that is? Okay, because someone looks at me and goes, okay, I feel like there's an energy connection here. She's got experience, she's 46, she's had children, she's been full time, she's juggling childcare, children, elderly parents, you know, she's juggling the change from, you know, perimenopausal, menopausal stages of life. She'll get me, right? But then if someone comes along, and I've got a wonderful teacher on my mentorship program called Floss. Go back and listen. We did episode on philosophy. Now Floss is in her late 20s. Like, I've been able to really help Floss in her business and guide Floss, absolutely. But she's kind of bit of an exception. I've got a few guys who've taken my online yin training course, and I get really excited when a guy signs up to my yin training course, because men over the age of 40 need yin yoga so much. And interestingly, the guys that take my yin training course, they've often come from carpentry, manual labor backgrounds themselves, and are like, oh, I found yin yoga because my body was screwed, it's changed my life, I want to share this with all the other builders and bricklayers and carpenters that are in their mid-30s thinking, God, how am I going to carry on working for the next 20 years? Anyway, so, but predominantly I work with female service-based entrepreneurs over the age of 40, because energetically that's who I am largely attracting. And there'll be people who see my face, hear my voice, go, oh, I've had this actually. I had someone come along to my yin yoga live class, and they're thinking about training with me, and their feedback was I talk too much. And I did have a little wry smile, because I was like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I do talk way too much. I always forget to get more quiet in yin yoga, but I've got so much I want to share with you. And I didn't in that instant go, right, I need to talk less. I didn't go, I need to change myself. I didn't go, okay, I'll talk less if you just sign up, please come along. I was like, that's fine. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of yin yoga teacher training courses that you can take online. Go and find a trainer that you feel energetically aligned with. Always when I work one-to-one with people, or those coming through on my foundation course, always try and have conversations before we say yes to working each other. Not because I want to get them on a discovery call and sell. No, I want to let's just have a chat. Let's just check that we energetically vibe. Because if we're going to work closely together, I want to know that there's an energetic connection. I want to know it's right for me as well as right for you. So this is interesting about marketing. It's not just about putting yourself out there and having conversations so people can buy your stuff. It's also about inviting conversations so you can chat to people and go, you know what, this is going to be great. Or oh, that person, oh my God, I hope they don't sign up. And I've had a few people like that, and actually they've surprised me. But so it is a practice. If you struggle to show your face, here is some advice. Get a professional photographer to take some pictures of you. They will always look better. Take a few selfish snapshots and just share them on your stories. Put it on your grid and be honest. Say, hi, this is who I am. I'm showing my face. I feel really nervous about this, but I want you to see who I am. This is what I stand for. This is what I do. This is how I can help you. The honesty of that post, right? The energy behind that will ripple far more than, you pretending that you're not bricking yourself, putting your face on social media. Then when it comes to videos, you don't have to start with showing your face, right? Start by showing your face. That's the most important thing. If you can, start to make some short videos, because your voice is also energetic, it's a vibration. And there's some pod, like, who is it? Oh god, okay, I'm really into Fast Like a Girl, Dr. Mindy. Love her book. Bought the book and I was like, right, oh great, she's got a YouTube channel. Can just like binge her YouTube channel, and her voice really grates on me. So I find it really hard to watch her videos, but I love her book, right? So this is, and there's nothing other than her voice grates on me. It's an energetic mismatch. So start, if you can, by making some short videos, and you can just be like you chatting. You can put it on stories first of all. And the reason why I'm saying on stories on Instagram is because you want to keep it below a minute anyway, and it only lasts for 24 hours. And then be really, really, really strict with yourself. Don't spend any more than 5 minutes on this video, and if it hasn't happened, move on. Because going back to episode 1, you're the golden goose, your energy is everything, and we've got a whole lot more we can be doing with our life than trying to make a video. But are you chasing perfection? Show your voice, show your face, share your voice. And marketing isn't just online. And I think this is the biggest thing that people miss, because it's all about like online, social media, search engine optimization on website. If I don't click on your website homepage and one of the first things I see is your face, change that now, by the way, guys. In your Instagram, that little circle, I don't want to see your bloody logo. I want to see your face, all right? Ideally with a clear background so I can really see your face, right? You are the brand, you are the product, you are the logo, you are the niche. You have to get behind you, right? The more you practice getting behind you, the easier it gets. So there's a couple of like epic business advice in amongst all the energy stuff, because they're interconnected, they're not separate. Sorry, as I was saying, in person, we forget the power of, I mean, like, this is the great thing about in person, is I think we can energetically much more quickly build a connection with someone. I think online, like, the reason why we have to feel like we have to post so much on social media is because it takes time to build that know, like, and trust. Like, what's it is 7 touch points, a minimum of 7 touch points that someone needs to have with you before they're going to buy anything. So they need to have been following you for social media for a while. They need to have been on your mailing list for a while. They need to have been in your world for a while, most people, or they've met you in person, right? And that will take one meeting, one networking, one time you saying yes to like the local trade show and showing up on that and having human to human conversations with people. We have missed this has got lost in a post-COVID era where everything was like online, right? And you said the word marketing and you thought about how you were going to spend time on your computer. I want you to start thinking about how I can get out of my computer and go and have conversations with people. Say yes to networking events, right? They are often free or not very expensive. Say yes to forming alliances, reciprocal relationships with other female service-based entrepreneurs in your local area, where you feel like there's an energy connection, where you feel like it's in balance, you're supporting each other. Say yes to making some flyers, boots on the ground marketing, as I call it, putting your boots on, right, and walking around and going into local businesses, coffees and shops, and having conversations. Hi, this is who I am. This is what I do. Would you be happy to? What could be the exchange here? These are awkward conversations to have, right? Because online you can have the post and you think, well, if nobody wants it, they'll just ignore it. I go in person and I have this conversation and somebody might say no. And I've got that face-to-face rejection. Listen, for everyone that rejects you, there'll be a couple of people that say yes. There'll be a couple of people you'll go, oh, I love that person. Let's do more together. Okay. But unless I put on my trainers, put on my boots and got out and had that conversation, that isn't going to happen. You've got to get the energy of marketing. It's getting behind you, is seeing yourself as the magnet. And everywhere I go, I'm just this magnet. And I am attracting those that would be blessed to work with me. But if I've got my magnet trapped, stuck behind a door because it's hiding, because I don't want to be rejected. I don't want to repel people who can't afford me, for example. I don't want to repel people who don't like me, or I don't want to put myself out there and people go, oh, what do they do? Who do they think they are? Like, honestly, people aren't thinking that. And if they are, why would you let their energy dim your light? You know, your magnet has, is repelling them. Good. We don't want them anywhere near us, even if they are friends and family. So get your magnet out there, get talking, get marketing, get telling people, get behind you. You are the product. And just know, when I like, listen, there are a group of people out, the world is a bloody big place. And even if it's like, well, completely in person, like, Google the population of your local area. I had a yoga teacher who was in Bude up the road here, about an hour up the road. She's like, oh, there's so many yoga teachers in Bude. I was like, okay, give me a minute. The population of Bude was 26,000 people. And I was like, well, how many classes do you want to teach? 2, and you want to do sup yoga. You are working with a population of 26,000 people, plus it's a large tourist industry. I think you can do this. You've got to. And then the minute she was like, I can. She energetically got behind herself, the product. And then, because she was energetically behind that, she started to put the magnet out there. She started to have conversations. She started to make offers, selling. This is coming up next week. And hey, presto, she had yoga classes, full yoga classes, sup yoga workshops, working on sup yoga retreats. It all came from a shift in her mindset. Energy is everything. The invisible informs the physical. Okay, you've got to dance with the masculine and feminine. It's time to work with both. It's time to understand both, not as two separate things. I can help you with both. This is what I'm here for, guys. I've been practicing yoga now, probably 18 plus years. I've been a yoga teacher, self-employed female entrepreneur, service-based entrepreneur for over 14 years. I've been in education and mentoring for over 24 years, right? I can give you all the blinking business strategies that you want, right? I literally can, right? I can build you an evergreen sales, help you build an evergreen sales funnel, all the way to filling in a retreat, filling a physical class, running an event, like online courses, website copy, you name it, right, guys? I can help you with that. I will help you with that. But we're going to get the energy lined up beforehand, so you know what it is, you know what the guidance is, and then I help you with those steps. And I can do both. That is my superpower. That is what my new program, Energy, Mindset, Money and More, is all about. And it has been created for you guys, the regular podcast listeners. We're over 10,000 downloads now. So put your name on the wait list. It's not like a commitment to buy. So if, when all the details come out, you're like, it's not for me, that's cool. But the waitlist wonders are the ones that are going to hear about it first and have like priority booking and a few extra bonuses. So get your name on the waitlist, my lovelies, and I will see you all next week for part 3 of Energy is Everything, and we're going to be talking about selling.